What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Seton Hill Studios. Hope you're having an amazing day out there so far. Today, we are checking out a highly requested, highly suggested band. We're going to be looking at Supertramp, the Logical song. So we're taking a trip back to 1979. This is a live performance in Paris. I don't know anything about these guys, but a lot of suggestions and coming in saying that we need to check them out. They're crazy talented, super unique music, so I'm excited to get to hear them for the first time. But before we get into it, a few ways you guys can continue to support the channel. You can head on over to Patreon and become a member there. If that doesn't work for you, right here on YouTube, you can become a channel member. Both of those are going to get you access to perks, features, and priority requests. And then, as always, with a one-time donation through Buy Me a Coffee, you can get a guaranteed request either me or Steven will check out right here on the channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, folks, here we go. Checking out Supertramp, the Logical song, live in Paris from 1979. I'm excited to see what all the hype is about. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic performance, but let's go.
Tell you something about Paris. Makes me feel very logical.
Now, the crowd already knew what was up. That is not the voice I expected. Super unique, though.
And all the birds in the trees, they be singing so happily, or joyfully, or playfully, watching me. But then they send me away to teach me how to be sensible.
This Tom sounded fantastic.
Oh, responsible, practical. And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable. Oh, clinical.
How many keyboards are on stage?
There are times when all the world's asleep. The questions
Love the shift and feel there.
for such a simple mind. Won't you please tell?
So there's a drummer. It looks like a bass player. Three keyboard players, and that looks like it's it. I see some other things, and those look like other basses up there. I don't even know what brass instrument that is. I don't even know what that is, like a tuba or something. I don't even know. But this is cool. Like no electric guitar, which is surprising. Most bands in this time period kind of thrived on the electric guitar, I feel like. So it's cool. It's super unique for them to not have an electric guitar. Now, maybe there's one up there. Maybe they are multi-instrumentalists. I don't really know. There's a lot of keyboard action going on, which is cool. I'm not even for sure what all the different... there's the guy on the right's got 2 keyboards. Singer's got 1. There's like a stack of 3 keyboards up on the left. A lot of different sounds coming out. Keyboard is not an instrument, a synthesizer, stuff like that I'm super familiar with or don't play myself. Program sometimes in the studio, but not anything that I actually play. So it's cool to hear all these unique sounds. And his voice is super unique. Not at all what I expected to come out, but it's a very, very cool, very unique voice. I feel like now that I've heard it, I would instantly recognize it anytime I would hear any of their stuff, which is cool. These guys are great. I'm going to take it back a couple seconds.
Won't you please tell me what you've learned? I know it sounds absurd, but please tell me who I am. I say now, what would you say? I'll be calling you a radical, a libero, a fanatico, criminal.
What a cool chord progression, too.
We'd like to feel you're acceptable, respectable, unpresentable, vegetable. Oh, take it, yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh.
So that was cool. Just random. I guess it was a saxophone. Maybe it just looked bigger, or maybe that was a different instrument that he picked up. I don't know, but just random saxophone solo out of nowhere, which is super cool. Loved it. He played some quick little licks. A lot of little chromaticisms and lines in there, like super cool accidentals that just really kind of made it. Not he was obviously he's following the chord progressions, but he's also throwing a lot of stuff in there that doesn't necessarily belong, which made it sound super cool and interesting. The drummer too, he's got an extra set of hats over on his right side, which it seems like they're just open all the time. So he's probably got the normal set on the left that he can control with his foot pedal and close, open, chick, whatever he needs to do with those. And then he's got another set off on the right, probably a different set. Usually when drummers do that, it's like two totally different sounds of hi-hats, and they've got one open, usually so they can do like double bass stuff. I don't recall hearing that just now. But super cool. I love the setup. He's got the big hole cut out in the front of his drum. So the kick drum's like real big and puffy sounding, which is super cool. It fits this genre and time period really well. And these guys are insanely talented. The chorus, I guess it's the chorus section where they're just they got all these big synth pad sounds just droning out, and then the kick and bass are going together, and then the melody's really carrying it. Yeah, these guys are good. They're real good. I want to take it back and kind of hear that. I want to hear that solo again. Yeah, that part right there. Yeah, there's a bunch of brass instruments up there. Great harmonies too. Going higher. Let's go. Wow, this section grooves. Oh, I got the little spin move. Is that like a sample of a phone? It almost sounded like a digital phone ring when he said digital there. Is that, I don't even know what that was. I don't even know. I'm gonna go back and listen to that again. That was weird. Let me make sure I take it back far enough. The real question on my mind, though, in all honesty, is how did everybody back then have great hair? Like, look at this. I have to like basically shave my head because I don't have good hair. But I feel like every time we go back and watch these videos from the 70s and the 80s, like everybody had great hair. Like every single one of these guys, great hair. I don't understand. It makes me start to think there's a correlation between great hair and great musicians, because all the best musicians seem like they have great hair. I don't know. That's an aside, a little tangent. Let's get back into the song. I love that repeated phrase there. Yeah, it did. It's like a phone sample or something. Hey, y'all were right. These guys are killer, man. What a great group of musicians. That was a cool song, too. It felt, maybe it wasn't unique for the time period, right? Obviously, I grew up in a different generation. Maybe there was a ton of music like this back in the day, and this was just You just had this much good music all the time. But this is cool for me to hear. Like it, man, those guys were great. I didn't know what to expect going in. I will tell you that wasn't it, but it was awesome. I don't even know what to say. Those guys were fantastic. Hey, I don't know what it is, but music back then, it just hit different. There's nothing really out like that today. And that's not to say that there's not a bunch of crazy talented people out there today, because obviously there's a ton of talent out in the world. But there was just something different about the music back then. It just seemed like that just seemed like super experimental. Again, maybe it wasn't for then. Maybe this was just your, regular old run of the mill. All the music was just this good, but like no guitar player, just a drummer, bass player, three keys, bringing in a daggone saxophone and whatever those other instruments were up there. Who obviously they played them all, or they wouldn't be up there. But yeah, man, just a killer group of musicians, just looking like they're having a lot of fun, just jamming out, playing. The structure of the song was cool. All the sections of the song were cool. A lot of cool rhythmic stuff going on. Where they would hold the long tones on the synth, and there would be like some syncopation with the bass and the kick, or some different accents from the drums with the toms and the hats. A lot of cool stuff going on. Could probably unpack a lot more if I gave it a more thorough, critical listen. But for the first time hearing them, those guys are awesome. I'm sure there's a ton more of their music out there that's fantastic. So point me in the right direction in the comments and let me know where we should go next. Because those guys, I bet they got a lot of tricks up their sleeves and a lot of cool music. All right, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so every time we drop new content, you guys can be made aware. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.